What up? I'm Elektron, and I'm going to show you how to make some nice basic EDM chords in Logic Pro X. And I say basic, but we're going to make some really powerful chords. So I'm going to go over to here, I'm going to click this guy, and through your list of instruments I'm going to click piano. And if you have the first version of Logic Pro X, you probably only have the Steinway grand piano, but I'm going to use the Yamaha grand piano because I like it more, but there's not really any difference. No, there's not like much noticeable difference, so you could use the Steinway grand if that's all you have. So when I go about making chords, techniques I use is I kind of like split this grid into three parts. So you have like the upper region, and then the middle region, and then the bass region. And so the first step I'm going to take in constructing these chords will be in the middle region. What I like to do is write a comfortable key throughout the whole grid, throughout the whole 4 bars. And what this will do is allow me to shape a bass line based on this note and some leads based on this note and the bass line. So next thing I'm going to do is create the bass line. Now if you remember, the bass line region I said would be down towards this area. Let me turn my volume up. So that sounds good, and you notice all we have is a straight line of notes here in the root key of the song, and then not the root key of the song, the root key of the sequence here, and then we have just a nice step down bass line that kind of goes well with it. Now we're going to try to make some kind of chords that follow the bass line here. I'm not ready to make leads yet, so I'm just going to make some kind of other note that I could use, and this will account for the midsection too, because it'll be sort of in that middle region that I pointed out right before I started this. Very, very beautiful. So it sounds like nice. It sounds really nice. So like I said, let's go down to our bass region and then our middle region. Now we have something to shape our leads around, and this generally would be how I would make like an EDM song or a future bass song or some sort of, electronic song, is I'd give myself a bass line, or in other words, a bass to build around. I like to do leads last because I have an idea of the mood that I'm chasing. It's kind of like building a house. You don't start building a house by building the upstairs first. You start with the foundation, the base, and then you build the top of the house. You build it ground up. But it makes sense to start with leads. So I'm going to go and I'm going to start the lead. could have this, but it'll actually sound pretty good even if we did this. And then maybe we can come back up here. Mimic the same chord I have here. And so now we're ready to move on. So I'm going to transfer all these notes and make them into something more EDM-y. Even though a piano kind of works in so many genres, you could keep this piano for like a nice intro or something. But I'm going to go full electronic. So I'm going to do that with Sylenth 1, which is my synthesizer of choice. I'm going to duplicate this synthesizer because I know there's a couple layers here. I'm going to have to, what do you call it? I'm going to have to move around, separate, if you will. Let's turn down these volumes. Copy those, get rid of them. And then this section will be my nice leads. And I'll put these in the same spot we had them. So I can pause that and, oops. So now I'm just going to start shaping something that I like. Something that I kind of just enjoy listening to. I'm not going to listen to any theory in my head. I'm just going to go ahead and create with my ears.